gotten really dark. And I've actually haven't read the manga, so I don't really know what's gonna happen. So please, no spoiler alerts. Okay. Yeah, I remember, which episode was it when Eren Yeager, he was fighting that that maiden, the lady who, well, I don't want to give any spoilers, but that was a crazy fight because you see Mikasa in action, and I was so surprised how buff she became. Like, that's so cool. She looks so badass. I started rewatching Parasite, the anime, because I saw an interesting TED Talk about parasites last night, so I got inspired to watch a few more episodes of Parasite, the anime. That's a really good anime. I like it a lot. If you guys ever grew up watching or reading the Parasite manga, it's like a good horror sci-fi mixed with shonen. So when those who watch anime, do you guys watch them with subtitles or do you watch it dubbed? Just curious. Thank you. This lip color is Venetian Rose lip cushion. You know what? I think I'm gonna do concealer now. I'm the same way. I always watch anime with subtitles. There's few that do English dub well, and very rarely, but it does happen. Sometimes the subtitle or the dubbing is better than the original. Like, I think Cowboy Bebop is a great example of that. And Trigun is really good too. Really good dubbing in Trigun. Just gonna conceal around here. So I saw an interesting video speaking about dubbing of, I think it's behind the scenes of, it's all of the Attack on Titan voice actors, and you get to see Armin, who's a girl, which is insane. Because like you don't, when I hear Armin's voice, I just think of Armin, and then I see it's a Japanese girl. Just how she just controls her voice was, like, honestly, I was like, dude, that's talent, that's crazy. And then Mikasa, who I didn't know, but she is the voice of that Violet Evergreen character. Violet Evergreen, is that her name? I think. Okay, I am just going to conceal because I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. Guys, I've been editing so many videos. Saw how last week I uploaded 2 videos? It's crazy. I kind of forgot how much work it takes editing stuff. Okay. I'm gonna change the music. I might turn on the light. It's a little too bright. Better. Okay, I'm gonna powder. What should I use? You know, mostly, I know a lot of people ask me, oh, what are you using? But I mostly just use prototypes that we're doing for M. And it's not like a shameless plug or anything because we haven't launched it, but I have to constantly test stuff all the time because I'm always reiterating the formula and like resubmitting, just trying to make it better. So I'm trying to find a powder right now. Obviously, I did not prepare for this video. Yeah, I just realized how much shit I have. It's kind of crazy too, guys. Like, as a creator or a beauty influencer, you get so much PR, and I've been to places, I've seen offices and even like some people's homes where their whole living room is just filled the PR boxes. And like even they can't get through it. It's yeah, like it's hard to like organize all of that. Like even I'm having a hard time because everyone's working from home. So normally I keep everything in the office, but because we're all working from home, I have to bring a lot of stuff home. So my room's a mess. This is actually my extra vanity guest room. I was trying to find powder, but I can't find it, and I don't have any other powder. Okay, I'll just use this prototype one. Actually, it doesn't match my color. Never mind. I don't want to use it. Where is it? Okay, I'm not gonna powder my face, I guess. I mean, I'll just use whatever is left over. There's nothing on this. Oh well, I tried. Okay. I don't have a podcast. I was gonna start one last year, but I had this whole plan and everything, and then COVID happened and kind of just took me a few steps back. And now that there's Clubhouse, I even wondered, should I even do a podcast? Because everyone's just on Clubhouse now. I even heard that because Clubhouse has been out, more people are spending their time on it, and I wonder if that's actually affecting podcasts in general. What should I use on my eyes? I should use, actually we launched it last night and it sold out in 2 hours, and we're getting more in stock next week, but we actually didn't expect Venetian Rose to sell so fast. This is the Heaven's Glow, which you can also use on the eyes. I think I'll use this brush. This is like a Morphe brush. Just go in. Okay, I'm trying to read the comments. Let's see, so do I go darker, which I'll get a smaller brush now. I did use eye primer. I actually used the Hourglass Veil eye primer, which I like. I really like it. It's a beautiful formula. They make good stuff. That is a good question. Someone asked, Danny asked, how would you describe how M changed from when you first launched M? Well, I would say the biggest change is that I own M. Before, when I launched it back then with L'Oreal, I didn't own it. L'Oreal owned it. So I would say the biggest change is I have a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess I have more of an executive power to make certain decisions for the brand when it comes to formulation, pricing, quality, marketing, how many SKUs I want to launch. So I know with L'Oreal we launched over 200 SKUs, which was a lot. I mean, it was pretty impressive because we had a really small team and everyone was really talented too. But it was just like, I think at that time, because when you think about launching products now, like imagine if someone launched 200 products today. That's insane. for me, I'm the type where I like to just do smaller launches. That fits more my style too, and my personality. So I would say that's the biggest change is I didn't launch as much as before, but I have more control over what I'm launching. So, oh yes, the contacts I'm wearing, I feel like I have to show it every like 5 minutes, is the BTS one. And I'm wearing Destiny Brown. It's the first time wearing it. Oh, so the Magic Hour radio, I actually didn't stop it. It just shut off on its own. And I think, because it's been up since, I would say it was up for over a year. We didn't take it down or anything. So I think for me, that was just limit testing. And if you do any videos live, there's a time limit, which I think is a year. So I just haven't put it back up again because I'm lazy. It was just something I was experimenting with. My team and I were. So I think I might stop here. I've just been slowly adding more color and just keeping this as soft as possible. What I like to do is then I'll take a clean brush and I'll just go in, and I really just want it to look soft. And should I change the music? Hold on. What is everyone listening to these days? I think I'm gonna put on relaxing RPG music. I love listening to game music because I feel like a lot of them, if you think about it, you hear it all the time. Like sometimes you can be on a level and you're stuck on there and it's 2 hours and you're hearing the same song. So I like just having video game music in the background because it's something that you can just leave on and kind of forget about it, but it doesn't sound boring, if that makes sense. Okay, what should I do next now? Guess I'll do contour. My rising sign, Dee, is Sagittarius. Yes, someone called it. This is Undertale. Good ear. Hello, New Zealand. I miss you. I remember I went on this amazing tour to New Zealand years ago. I even saw like where they shot Lord of the Rings with Peter Jackson and his whole production and the world that they created. And I would say New Zealand just felt like a never-ending Windows desktop. It was just so beautiful. Everywhere I turned, it was just majestic and beautiful. So I just contoured with a prototype again. I'm using a lot of prototype, guys, just letting you know. What's the difference between rising sign and Mercury sign? Mercury, her parents called the police because she stopped communicating with them and they just knew something was wrong, and she was missing for, I would say, like, was it 2 weeks? 10 days or 2 weeks? And I don't want to spoil it, but there's a video footage of her in the elevator where she is acting like, there's very strange, like her hand movements and her behavior was very bizarre, and it feels almost paranormal, but I saw the entire thing. I don't want to spoil it, but if you guys want to talk about it in the chat, go for it. But I do feel like there's so much that we don't know about that case. And I was following this case when it was happening back in 2013 because I live in LA. And like each day it was so scary because you just knew each day that goes by where she's not found, there's that feeling in your heart where that hope starts just dissipating. I just knew, oh, something bad happened to her then. So watching that documentary definitely reminded me, because I took it for granted back then. I used to travel a lot by myself. I was pretty careless, and now I'm probably going to think twice before I travel by myself. Definitely be careful, you know. I've read of really terrible, sad stories, tragic stories of women who traveled on their own to places where maybe traveling in a group could have been better, and just horrific things would happen to them. It's called, I think, the Cecil Hotel. If you just go on Netflix, you just type in CECIL Hotel, you'll see it. Okay, I don't know, I'm doing something. I don't know. Yeah. Really scary. I feel so bad for her family too. And I feel like there's a lot of stories like that of just people vanishing. And a lot of times they're never found. Sometimes they are found, and it's so sad. There's this one that was really bizarre. For some reason, I can't seem to find it anywhere on the internet again. I remember reading about it and hearing about it from someone else, and then I couldn't find information about it when I tried to Google it, but it's basically a story about this guy based in New York. He was just jogging in the early morning, and he just vanished. Just like that. No one knew where he was for like a week, and somehow they found him naked in California. His memories were kind of blurred, but I think after the next few days, things were coming back to him, and he basically went to the future. He said all he remembers is he saw the future twice. He went to like 2100 and 2300, something insane like that, and he talked about what he saw. So I thought, damn, that is so scary, you know? Like, imagine just jogging and then you wake up naked on the other side of the country. Like, that's terrifying. Okay, so I have my eyes not done, but there's something there. So I'm gonna go back and finish up my brows. So is everyone mostly just working from home, I'm assuming? How's school? Like, is anyone in college in here? I'm just curious, how does your week look like and everything? Are you mostly just learning from just online, and are you using Zoom? Like, I'm just curious. Yeah, what is it like now being a student in post-COVID world? I'm just wondering, like, do you hate it? Do you love it? Is it just whatever? Are you just adapting to it? Okay, more of my own pace. That's interesting. Someone likes it. Online school is mentally and emotionally draining. Ooh. Is there a reason why you find it emotionally and mentally draining? Just curious. Like, what makes it draining? Is there just a lot of... Actually, I just don't know. Like, I've never experienced it, so I'm just curious, like, how does, like, a normal day look like in the morning, and when do you finish? I hate online schools, lots of loneliness. Oh, man. Is there, like, could you technically have, like, some sort of, like, a Discord channel where you can at least be amongst your colleagues and students? I never thought about how lonely it could be, but that actually makes a lot of sense. Just gonna add some color. So this is a prototype again. I'm sorry, because I almost feel like everyone's asking me, what are you using? The only thing I'm showing them that I'm using that they can actually buy is maybe this BTS contact lenses and like Venetian Rose and Daydream Cushion, but everything else I'm trying on my face, it's a prototype for M. Someone said online school is so easy. See, I would assume it would be easy too, but now that I'm thinking about it, I do see a lot of value in being in a room with other students and having your teacher there, because it's different. I could see how it's different learning online versus learning in real time. Yeah, so that's my thing, is Zoom does feel very corporate. It feels very, you know, it feels institutionalized. But I feel like Discord doesn't feel like that. It feels like you are hanging out with your friends. So I'm wondering if there's a healthy way to kind of separate the two worlds so you can have that balance. Because I would also go crazy too if I was always on Zoom and then I have to be on Zoom to hang out with my friends. Interesting. I have no motivation studying alone. That is very interesting. For me, I feel that way about working out. I need to work out with someone or else I can't do it on my own. So I wonder if, yeah, I can see how learning with other people, you're motivated to, than by yourself. But I do feel like if there's any silver lining to this whole situation with online schooling right now and even working, is at least now we have some sort of data and study on different learning styles, if that makes sense. Like, we know about learning in school and classrooms and in groups, but now we have a lot of information about learning from home and learning at your own pace and even working from home. And I do believe there are people who thrive working by themselves and studying by themselves. They do very well. And in a way, like, I'm reading a lot of comments in here, a lot of people in here, they find value and they have preference working and studying and doing everything by themselves and alone. But it's true, like, I do feel like there are people, and I know this even with my team members over at my various companies, they do like working in an office, they like being together. So, very interesting times, man. Studying at my own pace is magical. I love that energy. See, I feel the same way. I would love to study. I maybe it's a hybrid. It's not so black and white. Like, I want to be able to study my own, but then I want to be able to meet up, whether it's digitally or in real time, and share what I've learned and even apply it. Okay, I'm trying this other prototype. Whoa, it's so pink. It's crazy. Maybe a mascara. So I have to be really quiet when I apply mascara, because if I talk, you know what happens. It's the worst, and then you have to wait for it to dry and then remove it with a cotton swab. What about work from home? I'm curious how many in here are working from home, and what are your thoughts? Are you thriving? Do you prefer working in an office, or at least in a setting where you're with your colleagues? Yeah, I'm used to working from home. Like, actually, when I see journalists now, they are reporting from home. It's like, oh, they're vlogging. They feel like, it feels like a YouTube video. It's kind of cool seeing that. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of people seem like they like working from home. See, I feel the same way. But I do like going to the office at least once or twice a week, meeting with my team. So maybe we just need a better balance and hybrid. Because it can get lonely though, honestly. I'm just reading the comments. Hello, Philippines. Does anyone recognize the song in the back? I'd be impressed if you knew. My cat is probably somewhere outside trying to, I don't know, roll around in the grass and follow a mouse or something. Yes, Grace, Memories of Life. It's Final Fantasy IX. Okay, my makeup is simple, but usually this is what I do. Where are you going? I'm not going anywhere. I'm actually gonna work from home today, so this is my makeup. But thank you for joining me, everyone. What I wore on my face really quickly, just update, Daydream Cushion, which is a tinted it's like a tint and then skincare in one. And you have this amazing puff, which do not throw away. Like, this is actually, most times I do throw away like sponges that are included, but we actually made this sponge for this formula, so it works really well. But if you're not a fan of cushion sponges, which I totally get, you can always use a brush and just go in. And then for my eyes and blush, I use the new Venetian Rose Heaven's Glow, but it just sold out, so we're restocking next week. So if you go on the website, you can sign up to be on the wait list, because I think it's going to sell out again fast. And again, I didn't anticipate this. I prepped my lips with lip cushion, which is clear. This is the only thing I use on my lips now when it comes to lip balm. Like, I can't use anything else. It's the only thing that keeps my lips moisturized without that scaly film near the end of day, and it leaves it soft. So like, I've noticed other lip products and lip balms I would use, it would leave my lips feeling hard, if that makes sense. And what I like about lip cushion is we formulated this to be a treatment where you leave it on all day and it actually softens your lips. And then I topped it with Venetian Rose, and I used Teddy lip liner just here, just to shorten, you know, for that baby doll look. And Deep Taupe in fine liner, and then Universal Taupe in micro fluff, which again I think we're restocking soon. Stay tuned. Sorry. Pick Me Up mascara. What else am I missing? That's it, right? I think. Okay, everyone. I'm going to work, so I'll see you later.